Hey, it's Lance, and today we're going to talk about how to choose an essential oil enroller and sponsor. Did you know the top three reasons why people leave a company are their boss was a jerk, meaning he wasn't nice or she wasn't nice or helpful. They changed their mind on the work type, so maybe there was an uncertain career path and things got, even more murkier. Or they're different work than expected, so what's said at the interview was different from the actual job. And although what I'm talking about is different from the actual maybe like corporate workplace, it still happens all the time. And this is a topic that actually comes up, and I get tons of questions on it, and a lot of people ask me about it. And so that's why I wanted to create this video to just kind of help people make a more educated decision. So first of all, let's break down what is an enroller. And an enroller is basically just somebody who introduced you to the essential oils. And then they also provide your wellness consult and ongoing support. So in this example, I could be the enroller for you, or I could be the enroller for Jill, but that is how it would work. And then the question then is, what is a sponsor? So that is in essence where you're placed at in an organization. And this may or may not be the same person as an enroller. So in this case, I would enroll Jill. Jill would possibly enroll you, or Jill could be the sponsor of you, and that's because she's directly or above you. And then that could work in different parts of the organization depending on who is the best leader and team member for that. But the reality of all this is that many people don't get the support they need, and they only find out about that after the fact. And so, where you're placed in an organization is up to you, but it is also up to the person that is going to provide you the best support too. So that is a whole nother conversation with regards to like placement and what's best for you and what's best for the people that you enroll as well, if you're interested in the business or if people are just customers or things like that. But it's something that definitely should be considered. All right. And all this operates under the principle of people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. Supercritical principle, and I'm going to flesh that out a little bit more here. Okay, so the first question I always ask folks who are always just, wondering, do you feel like you know them well enough? And I like to think of it in three different ways: their personal story, their purpose, and their vision. And I'll use me as an example. So, how my mom and dad's wellness journey affected mine. So, my dad passed away from throat cancer and allergic reaction to the chemotherapy, and my mom had triple bypass surgery, and this all happened before I was at the age of 15. And that really transformed and shaped my own life with regards to wanting to improve my health and my wellness, and then ultimately drives my purpose, which is to help people improve their quality of life through classes and education and training. And it's all then kind of feeding my vision, which is to empower 1 million families with natural solutions. And that way, um, what I do is something that not only provides a lot of meaning for me, but it helps to change lives. All right, so the next question is do you like being around them? That's really important, right? Do you like them? And the real question is, do they inspire you or do they expire you? And I have had lots of experiences with people from different companies where I definitely did not feel inspiring. It almost felt like a drain, or there was negativity, and I kind of almost felt like there was a lack of respect. And I didn't like that, whether it be in the corporate environment where I used to work or the field environment where I used to work. But then also other network marketing companies were also kind of getting that vibe from. So you definitely want to feel inspired and motivated. All right, and the probably the most important thing I would add is, do you trust them? And there's a little continuum here, and the trust factor is huge, and it's built off of these two things: people's words and people's actions. Because the gap will determine how much you actually trust them, and that will vary greatly. So, the bigger the gap between words and actions, the less trust. And the smaller the gap between the words and the actions, the more trust. And oftentimes this is something that is hard to do, but I think with consistency and time, it can be fleshed out more and seen for what it really is. And let me be clear, because this is not a shameless plug for me. But and this whole thing is not. But because I've made my fair share of mistakes and things like that with folks. But I definitely do see a lot of people ask me um, questions who are already enrolled and already have a sponsor, and or just wanting to know what is the best decision they can make. And I want people to know that it's about fit. It's about do you connect well with them, and are they going to provide you with what you need from a support standpoint. And that leads me to my summary here, which is you should work with someone that you know you like and you trust, not just because you'll purchase from them or that you'll buy something, but because that's the person that you want to work with and you have a connection with. And then working with someone that will provide you with the best training and inspiration should be considered so that you don't fall through the cracks. I mean, I see this so much as well, and which is another reason why I wanted to create this video, because it happens all the time. Like I see it, I experience it with everyone that I talk to. Not everyone, but just a lot of people. And but that's not the case for everyone. And there are some great leaders out there and great mentors and great folks too. So I'm not um, wanting to badmouth folks, but when somebody doesn't specialize or have this as expertise with regards to training and teaching and educating, it does get frustrating for folks. And I can see that when they feel like they haven't heard from their enroller or sponsor, or whether that's the same person or a different person, or they just maybe don't feel like they're getting the quality of support that they need. But, anyways, I appreciate your time, and I really thank you for watching this, and hopefully it's been helpful and added some value to you. And you can leave a question below, and I can include that in a future video, or you can follow me at essentialoilsme.